What's up, guys? It's Manic here with Manic Conspiracies. Today we covered the Paris Catacombs Lost Man footage, which I have seen before and I truly believe is to be real. I've done a lot of research on the catacombs in Paris, and I definitely think that it's a very real thing. So basically this lost footage is this guy who's in the catacombs, and you can see that, at first, he's showing everything, okay? And the full video is actually a lot longer than this. This is just a very short clip, 1 minute and 30-some seconds, just because the original clip's about 15 minutes long. So I didn't really want to show the whole clip, so that's why I showed you a clip. But if you want to go see the whole thing, go right ahead. So basically, the catacombs, the city needed a better place to put the dead, so it went to the tunnels, moving bones from the cemeteries 5 stories underground into Paris's former quarries. It took the city 12 years to move all of the bones from bodies numbering between 6 and 7 million into the catacombs. So if you can imagine how haunted a graveyard is, imagine how haunted the catacombs are, okay? And as you can see in the footage, the man starts breathing really heavily, and he starts running fast. I mean, he's booking it. He's sprinting, okay? And then the last part we see is him dropping his camera in the water. And this suggests that he was being followed, or saw some paranormal, whether that be, I personally think because it's in the catacombs, it was probably paranormal. I don't really think anybody was chasing him that was real. I think it was paranormal. Just because, for one, you can't really, it's not even legal to really explore the catacombs. They do tours that you have to pay with tickets, and you have to stay on the path of the tours. Because the catacombs are so big, you can get lost in there, and I'm sure, I'm not quite sure on the, different statistics, but I'm sure that there's been people who have gotten lost and died in there. A famous movie that I've actually seen is As Above, So Below. And that's all about the Paris catacombs. And if you haven't seen it, I'd definitely check it out, because it gives a good insight into the paranormal of the catacombs and how easy it is to get lost in such a vast, underground cemetery, basically. So it's pretty creepy. I've always wanted to go and explore it, I definitely would do the tour just because my dumbass would get lost. But I definitely think this is real footage, because it's real in the catacombs, okay? Like, you can tell it is in the catacombs. It's been proved that it has come from the catacombs. That man was in the catacombs. Whether or not he got out and survived, we don't know. Whether or not he, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. What did he see, But there are a lot of paranormal in the catacombs. So the catacombs really strike me as kind of weird on the history of how it took them 12 years to move all these bones. 6 and 7 million people, and they have to expect that when you dig up all these bodies and you move all these bodies and you put them in piles, because there's so many, 6 to 7 million, you got to expect that all them souls are going to be pissed. Some of them going to be pissed, and I think that, again, the biggest thing about this lost catacombs tape is the fact that he clearly got scared, and he was all alone. It wasn't like he took a friend down there or nothing. Like, we don't really know anything about this guy except for the fact that he got lost in there and this was recovered, his camera. But during the whole video, you can't, there is nobody else. He's alone, and that's why a lot of people thought he got lost. I personally think he got lost, and I think when he was running, I think he was scared. I think something was following him. I don't think it was necessarily a person or a murderer. I think it was paranormal, and who knows. I really am interested in this just because the catacombs are great. So I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on this. You know, have you ever been to the catacombs? You know, what do you guys think about the catacombs? What do you think about this footage? Do you think that he was being followed by something? Do you think it was paranormal? You know, what do you guys think? Do you think he made it? Do you think he made it out alive? You know, or do you think he got lost in there forever? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, like and subscribe because I post new videos all the time. I appreciate you guys. Peace out.